Welcome to the Barton Street Functional Design Review Overview from Red Hill Valley Parkway to Westerly Limits. The City of Hamilton has reviewed road configuration options for the Barton Street corridor from the Red Hill Valley Parkway to Locke Street North. The functional design review limits are from Ferguson Avenue to Parkdale Avenue. However, the areas beyond the limits were assessed as well. The goal and intended outcome of the study is to identify a preferred design plan that provides enhanced safety, efficient movement for all users, enhanced active and sustainable transportation, improved pedestrian space and a vibrant streetscape, as well as renew and upgrade aging water main network and utility relocations. The study timeline consists of 4 stages. Stage 1 is the background review and preliminary alternatives. Stage 2 is engagement. Stage 3 is the evaluation of preferred design alternatives. And stage 4 is finalizing the study. We are currently in stage 4 of this study. The Transportation Master Plan shows existing and planned cycling connections for the City of Hamilton. The image shown depicts the study area for Barton Street. It is shown that Barton Street is not within the city's planned bike network. However, there are planned bike lanes on intersecting streets along Barton Street. The Truck Route Master Plan provides an image of the City of Hamilton's designated truck routes. The study area depicted in the images shows that Barton Street has a full-time truck route between Sherman Avenue to Birch Avenue, as well as east of Ottawa Street North. Along Barton Street, there is the Hamilton Street Railway Route 2, which provides frequent bus service. Buses were generally expected every 7 to 10 minutes. The image shown shows the parking meter locations along Barton Street. Paid on-street parking is permitted in many areas along Barton Street. In the minor arterial policy, on-street parking may be prohibited or at a minimum restricted during peak hours. In the pedestrian focus policy, on-street parking is encouraged where feasible. In the parking master plan, they recommend expanding supply of on-street parking to areas within walking distance of major destinations which are unmetered. Expanding parking to these areas can increase turnover and provide better access. The key map shown shows the Barton Street corridor and highlights the study limits in red and the cycling lanes in green. The city wards within our corridor are 1, 2, 3, and 4. The existing typology consists of the connector, Urban Avenue, Main Street, and Transitioning Avenue road typology. The BIAs include the Barton Village BIA and Ottawa Street BIA. The truck routes are also highlighted in yellow. The bus route is also highlighted in purple. On-street parking and parking meters and parking bays have also been differentiated in this key map. The vehicle through lanes have also been identified to be between 2 and 4 along the Barton Street corridor. The existing typical minimum curb-to-curb widths have also been identified to be between 13.2 to 18 meters along this corridor. The right-of-way width has also been identified only within the study limits. Segment 1 is from Locke Street North to Bay Street North. The roadway consists of a 4-lane cross-section with 2 through lanes in each direction. It is a low-density single detached housing with some employment uses area. You may also find several vacant parcels on the north side of the road. The sidewalks are continuous on either side with approximately 1.7 meters in width. There is a signed bike route with no dedicated bike lanes. Segment 2 is from Bay Street North to James Street North. The roadway consists of 2-lane cross-section with 1 through lane in each direction. Eastbound traveling lane is wider with observed on-street parking adjacent to the curb. It is a low-density single detached housing area. The sidewalks are continuous on either side of the road with approximately 1.7 meters in width. There is a signed bike route with no dedicated bike lanes. Segment 3 and 4 is from James Street North to East Avenue North. The roadway consists of a 5-lane cross-section comprised of 2 through lanes in each direction and a center 2-way left turn lane or median. It is a low to medium density residential, various retail and commercial uses, and several significant healthcare institutional uses area. This includes the Ron Joyce Children's Healthcare Center and Hamilton General Hospital. The sidewalks are continuous on either side of the road in approximately 2.4 to 2.5 meter width. There is a signed bike route with no dedicated lanes west of Wellington Street North. The right-of-way width is approximately 19.9 to 20.2 meters from Ferguson Avenue to East Avenue. Segment 5 is from East Avenue North to Leeming Street. This includes the Barton Village BIA area. The roadway is a 4-lane cross-section with a tree-lined center median and bulbouts that host on-street parking facilities. It is a low to medium residential with various retail and commercial uses fronting the street. It comprises the majority of the Barton Village BIA. These sidewalks are continuous on either side with a minimum approximum width of 1.9 meters. The right-of-way width is approximately 9.9 meters from East Avenue to Leeming Street. Segment 6 to 9, which is from Leeming Street to Kenilworth Avenue, is a roadway with a 5-lane cross-section comprised of 2 through lanes in each direction and either a center two-way left turn lane or a painted center median. It is a low to medium density residential, various retail, commercial, and employment uses including center mall, and community uses and open spaces such as the Woodland Parks. The Tim Hortons Field is located between Melrose Avenue North and Balsam Avenue North, directly south of the study corridor. There are continuous sidewalks on either side in approximately 2.4 meters in width. The right-of-way width is about 19.6 to 26.2 meters. Segment 10 and 11 is from Kenilworth Avenue to Woodward Avenue North. The roadway consists of a 4-lane cross-section with 2 through lanes in each direction. It is a low to medium density residential with various retail, commercial, and employment uses and community uses in open space area. This includes the Mahoney and Fairfield Parks. The sidewalks are continuous on either side and with approximately 1.5 meters in width. The right-of-way width is 20 meters from Kenilworth Avenue to Parkdale Avenue. Segment 12 is from Woodward Avenue North to Red Hill Valley Parkway. The roadway is a 4-lane cross-section with large tree-lined median separating 2 through lanes in each direction. It is a low-density single detached housing area. There are continuous sidewalks on either side with a grass median separating from the roadway. The sidewalks are approximately 1.7 meters in width. The conceptual cross-sections presented in Area A are applicable to segments along Barton Street, which are an urban avenue or Main Street urban design. The cross-sections presented in Area B are applicable to transitioning avenue classification areas. These concepts prioritize landscape features, placemaking, wider sidewalks, or parking. These additional conceptual cross-sections include active transportation facilities, which may not be implemented as Barton Street is not included in Hamilton's Cycling Master Plan, which is a part of the city's Transportation Master Plan. However, they are shown below in options A4 to A7 and B2 to B3. Following the Public Information Center held on October 17, 2024, the following feedback shown on this slide was presented from 45 stakeholders representing the general public and the City of Hamilton staff. Following a consultation with the Hamilton Street Railway, which was held on August 20th of 2024, the feedback shown on this slide highlights their key priorities. The feedback shown on the slide highlights the key priorities from the City of Hamilton Advisory Committee for Persons with Disabilities, which was held on November 5th of 2024. This slide shows the feedback received from a meeting with the Barton Village Business Improvement Association, which was held on November 7th of 2024. A rating system will be used to identify which cross-sections adhere to the categories using indicators and qualifiers. The following categories are proposed to evaluate the alternatives. The categories include technical, user safety, policies, accessibility, urban mobility, roadway operations, placemaking, and climate change resiliency. The evaluation and feedback will then be received, and this will ultimately give us the preferred design concept. The evaluation steps have also been presented in this slide. The technical category includes criteria for cost and feasibility. The user safety category includes criteria for pedestrian safety and travel experience, cyclist safety and travel experience, intersection safety and turning conflicts, safety at driveway entrances, and safety at on-street parking and loading areas. The policies categories includes criteria on the Complete Street Guidelines, Transportation Master Plan, Official Plan, Parking Master Plan, and Truck Route Master Plan. The accessibility category has criteria on pedestrian clearway and accessible loading areas. The urban mobility category includes criteria on connections to adjacent cycling facilities, connections to public realm areas, and changes at transit stops. The roadway operations category includes criteria on snow maintenance requirements and drainage requirements. The placemaking category includes criteria on public art opportunities and streetscaping opportunities. The climate change resilience category includes criteria on street trees and green infrastructure, as well as storm management. An evaluation symbol and corresponding evaluation value was assigned to each evaluation criteria. Evaluation values for each category were summed up as part of the initial screening process. Alternatives with high total values were shortlisted for further analysis to ultimately determine the preferred design alternative. An initial screening was conducted to identify corridor alternatives that consistently performed well against the established indicators. The initial screening shown shows the high-scoring shortlisted alternatives that scored over 1,000. These were option A1, option A2, option A3, additional option A5, additional option A6, and option B1. A summary of options A1 and B1 show that they were both scored satisfactory against the technical, urban mobility, roadway operations, placemaking, and climate change resiliency criteria. Option B1 ranked the highest amongst the transitioning avenue typology cross-sections. Options A1 and B1 did not perform as well as other alternatives categorized within the urban avenue and main street typology. A1 and A2 did not perform well with regards to policy, and there were limited improvements to the streetscape, with only substantial improvement being widened sidewalks. A summary of options A2 and A3 showed that they both scored well against all criteria, however option A2 performed much better. Difference in scores was due to variations in the available space within the right-of-way, as option A2 had additional right-of-way width available for the sidewalk/boulevard space, and lane widths since there is no center median. Option A3 is more ideal and suitable to be implemented within the Barton Street corridor due to the absence of the existing center median. Options A2 and A3 performed generally well with regards to policy and substantial streetscape improvements including widened sidewalks, priority to placemaking, and providing on-street parking led to strong scores. The summary of additional option A5 and A6 showed that they will enhance safety and mobility for all road users and is applicable to urban avenue and main street typology areas. Both will enhance safety and mobility for all road users. Additional option A5 scored the highest amongst all other alternatives options due to the proposed flex zone, which will provide adaptability along the Barton Street corridor as it provides opportunities for different purposes such as parking, loading, patio space, and streetscaping. After further analysis of the shortlisted alternatives, the preferred design alternative developed is a hybrid conceptual design of both option A2 and additional option A5. The preferred design alternative cross-section illustrates the most constrained right-of-way width scenario and will adjust the lane and facility widths where necessary as the right-of-way widths vary along the corridor. The preferred design alternative considers opportunities to support the listed priorities. Flex space to allow versatility along the Barton Street corridor for the following: additional streetscaping and overall enhanced placemaking, dedicated parking/loading areas for improved accessibility, patio space to promote economic vitality, wider sidewalks to allow for additional pedestrian clearway space for all users, including personal mobility device users, the use of urban braille, and opportunities for streetscaping, such as street trees to improve shade and beautification for pedestrian travel, improved boulevard/sidewalk space for enhanced transit amenities and accessibility for personal mobility device users, improved curb lane width to 3.5 meters to accommodate bus and truck routes along the corridor, and opportunities to include low-impact development measures within the additional boulevard space. After conducting a high-level transportation impact screening and evaluating the priorities analyzed within the transitioning avenue typology area, the preferred design alternative selected for this section of the corridor is option B1. The preferred design alternative B maintains 4 lanes within this section of Barton Street to minimize traffic impacts. The preferred design alternative cross-section illustrates the most constrained right-of-way width scenario and will adjust the lane and facility widths where necessary as the right-of-way widths vary along the corridor. The preferred design alternative considers opportunities to support the listed priorities, including improved curb lane width to 3.5 meters to accommodate bus and truck routes, opportunity to relocate utility poles to be closer to the curb to increase pedestrian and boulevard space, wider sidewalks to allow for additional pedestrian clearway space for all users, including personal mobility device users, the use of urban braille, and opportunities for streetscaping such as street trees to improve shade and beautification for pedestrian travel, improved boulevard/sidewalk space for enhanced transit amenities and accessibility for personal mobility device users, opportunities to include low-impact development measures within the additional boulevard space as well. This design reduces vehicular travel lanes in some segments, which resulted in an analysis of any potential traffic impacts. The study assessed both corridor and intersection capacities under 4 scenarios, existing and 2051 future conditions, each with both the current configuration and the preferred design alternative. The screening found that the proposed lane reductions associated with the preferred design alternatives will not result in significant operational issues under either existing or projected 2051 traffic conditions for areas evaluated. The only location of concern, the intersection of Barton Street East and Wellington Street North, can be mitigated through localized operational changes. Further traffic analysis will be conducted at the preliminary and detailed design stage to confirm the design. Various streetscaping elements may be proposed along the Barton Street corridor in the widened areas of the boulevard and sidewalk for the preferred design alternative. The following approaches may be considered for the proposed landscaping features. Option 1. Implementation of underground planters that do not impact existing utilities. Localized areas of utility relocations may be considered for unobstructed planting opportunities for planter box routes. Option 2. Propose above-ground landscaping features that do not require underground planting. Option 3. No streetscaping along the Barton Street corridor. The preferred approach is option 1, with consideration for localized areas for underground planting that will not impact existing utilities. In addition to avoiding disturbances to existing utilities, this option can provide improved plant and tree health due to the ability to have adequate soil volumes and quality. Underground planters also provides route protection from pedestrians, vehicular traffic, and protection from potential construction activities. The table shown shows that construction efforts will be coordinated with the water main and sewer upgrades planned for Barton Street. The construction year and stages will be confirmed once the necessary municipal servicing upgrades for the Barton Street corridor are finalized. The City of Hamilton is updating the municipal services on Barton Street, including water main and storm sewer improvements. The existing combined sewer will be maintained to convey sanitary flow, and new storm sewers will be implemented to fill the gaps and provide continuity of flow to the discharge outlets. All water mains at the end of their lifespan will be replaced. Water mains will be upsized to support secure water supply to existing customers and support future growth. Water main upgrades are planned between Ferguson Avenue North and Sherman Avenue North, and between Ottawa Street North and Kenilworth Avenue North. Storm sewer upgrades are planned for Ferguson Avenue North to Emerald Street North, Sanford Avenue North to Minto Avenue, and between Kenilworth Avenue to Parkdale Avenue. Please note that pipe sizing and the final scope of work for the municipal servicing upgrades will be determined during detailed design. Typical third-party utilities located underneath the boulevard and roadway include Rogers, Hydro, Gas, and Bell. Full-depth road reconstruction of Barton Street is recommended, which will provide an opportunity to address any impacts to third-party utilities and other municipal services. The existing hydropole strategy includes the following three options. Option 1, remain in place. The existing curb will be adjusted to create additional sidewalk and boulevard space with the hydropoles remaining in their locations. Option 2, relocation. Hydropoles will be moved closer to the curb line, creating a unified space within the boulevard for pedestrians and placemaking. Option 3, underground relocation. Hydropoles will be relocated underground, enhancing maintenance and allowing above-ground space to be optimized for placemaking and pedestrian use. High-level construction updates will be provided through a project website and construction signs will be displayed advanced notification regarding lane closures and intersection work. The public may see construction signing appear along the roadway approximately 1 week prior to the start of the initial construction works. Temporary entrance closures to residences and businesses are expected for some construction activities. Some examples include paving, new curb installations, sewer and water main work. The contractor will be required to provide a minimum 1 week written notice for these type of operations and closures. When night work is required during construction, the contractor will provide advance notice of the night work including its expected duration and timelines. The contractor will be required to provide written notices to impacted residences and businesses for temporary disruption of municipal water and sanitary services. Following the public consultation event, the project team will provide documentation of public feedback, develop a terms of reference for detailed design. This terms of reference will outline the project's objectives, scope, responsibilities, deliverables, and timeline. And also finalization of the functional design review study will occur in late 2025.